Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back, viewers at home. Now we're about to speak to Hasanain Abdullah, the marketing and project manager at Awqaf SA. And tonight we're just finding out more about this interesting project of planting 700 fruit trees, not only as a means of promoting sustainability and community engagement, but also that aligns with the values of Waqf. Mr. Hasanain, Jazakallah so much for joining us and welcome to Prime Live.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and Jazakallah Mimuna for the opportunity to speak about this community-driven and a very fun project hosted by Awqaf South Africa.
Alhamdulillah. And with that, it brings me to ask you if you can kindly start us off by, giving us the deeper meaning behind planting fruit trees within Awqaf SA's community initiatives.
No, certainly. So Awqaf is a Waqaf, a charitable endowment organization where we accept donations and inputs from the public, and we invest these donations that we receive from our donors and the public into a charitable endowment, and only invest the returns of this to fund a variety of downstream projects that aims to empower our communities. And one of the projects, the flagship projects of Awqaf, is about urban greening, food securities, and also providing water to water-stressed communities. So if I can come back to your question that, when we look at the seed of the plant that gets planted and it grows into a fully fledged tree, um, this is the same concept of the wakaf, that you plant the seed of the tree, and perhaps it's an apple tree, and the tree bears fruit, right? So, in the same analogy that we have around the wakaf, that the funds are invested and only the returns are used, in the same way that the tree where the fruits um, are used for the benefit of, perhaps if we plant this tree at a community center or a school, that community benefits from the fruit. So trees are very important for Awqaf as a means to empower communities. Many communities in impoverished communities, it lacks any greening. So lots of these greening beautifies the area, and also it benefits the ecology, where there is shade for trees, shade for people, learners, elders, and also it also kind of contributes to our environment in a positive way.
And with that, Mr. Hasnain, are you able to share the kind of fruit trees? Is it particularly pomegranates, apples, or there's just like sticking to maybe just apples?
So in the past, as part of conventionally the Arbor Day tree planting, we have planted fruit-bearing trees. Some of these in the past has been lemon trees and other trees in terms of olives. But recently, Alhamdulillah, off the back of a successful campaign in 2024, um, we raised some funds from the public as part of a crowdfunding campaign, overwhelming response that we had last year, 2024. And this was for pomegranate trees. And why pomegranate trees? Is because these trees stand a very good chance of surviving. They are very hardy trees. And also the fruits of the pomegranates has some sort of a health benefits, especially if you look at men, in terms of men health, prostate issues. These are some of the photos of some of the urban greening projects that we did at centers across South Africa. This is Alexander Sinton. We did a campaign where we planted lemon trees, and this was part of Shahana Mia's 50 um, birthday celebration, where she crowdfunded some funds amongst her family. And planting trees at community centers not only beautifies them, but also it's part of a multi-generational project. And also the thinking behind this project around planting trees is also that if we plant a tree today, um, I might never, I myself as the donor or the someone that's pledging towards this campaign, I might never ever taste a fruit of this tree in my lifetime. You know, the tree might mature in a time that surpasses me, that
Mm,
I pass on. So, also one of the focus areas of our fruit tree Awqaf campaign is where people can pledge at the rate of 350 Rand per share as a sadaqah to Jariyah for your late parents, mother, father, or nominate anyone, even your school teacher, because they have imbibed some knowledge or passed on some benefit, something of benefit to you.
mm,
What better way to dedicate them? So the this project around planting fruit-bearing trees, it has benefit for the immediate community center, as well as everyone. When we're talking about the school, everyone that goes to that school, and this is something that benefits the community year in and year out.
mm. And with that, is there a particular process in terms of, allocating the harvest from these fruit trees, as well as looking at some of the beneficiaries which you had, briefly enlisted? Is there a way of, giving them these fruit trees, or having people or the caretakers of these fruit trees allocating some of this harvest?
Yes, so when we're talking about this current campaign about planting 700 pomegranate trees, so that's the target. So we're calling out there to the public to support this initiative. There is a cutoff day the next day or two, and we've been inundated with requests and support of the public. Maybe about over 200 donors so far have contributed to this project. And for that 350 Rand, that covers the tree and whatever fertilizer, compost, water, nutrients that is required in order to plant the tree, as well as see to the maintenance thereof.
Mm,
So these trees, essentially talking at this campaign that we are referring to, the pomegranate tree Awqaf is a fruit Waqf campaign. These trees will be planted at Awqaf's farm in Daleside, just outside Johannesburg, and the proceeds of this would be going to communities, needy communities, in terms of them benefiting it, and also as part of maybe for them to generate some sort of a revenue for themselves. So that's going to be the kind of plan in place in terms of how the harvest of the city is going to benefit the community.
mm. And the key focus here is getting volunteers to, put up their sleeves and, take the spade and assist in planting these 700 trees. And this brings me to ask, how does volunteering for this event align with the Islamic values and the concept of sadaqah? And I believe this night we were mentioning sadaqah to jari.
Yes, that's correct. So we always, time to time, we always get inundated with requests where there's a working mom or a family.
Mm,
Um, they really see some of the work and the impact of Awqaf's work, and they always, there's a call out there. They want to find out how can I get involved in your project and so on. So this is one of the opportunities where these initiatives are driven and supported by volunteers. So what you can do is, if anyone wants to get involved with this campaign in terms of planting the trees, this will be taking place on the 2nd of November. It will be over the weekend, accessible to the family unit, mother, father, school-going learners. Won't take up too much of your time, probably about like 2 hours plus. You can reach out to Awqaf on our Instagram page at Awqaf SA. And also there is a form that is circulating around. So if you hop on over to our online social media, there is a form that you can fill. It captures your details, and you can be part of the team, volunteer team that will be planting the trees. This is a means that you are also going to be contributing to the community in a positive way, because the intention of planting these fruit trees would be to benefit um, the community out there in a multi-generational way, that the trees will live on, surpass lots of the people that have planted the trees. So, Alhamdulillah, being part of this initiative will ensure that you also earn some of that thawab.
Ameen, inshallah. Ameen. May Allah accept all the efforts, being done by Awqaf SA and the volunteers who are going to certainly be part of this event. And just in closing, Mr. Hasnain, I just want to find out from you, what is the long-term vision for this tree planting project, and how can, volunteers contribute to its success, be it by, volunteering in person or in other ways?
So the aim of this project is about us growing our own food, living vital and healthy lifestyle. And here we refer to the pomegranate trees. This is something that has some sort of a health benefit to our community. And we have to be greening our community centers, be involved in urban greening initiatives. It assists us in reducing our carbon footprint, and trees also absorb lots of these pollutants in the air. And we do find that, there's many deforestation happening because of urbanization and modernization. So we need these trees, and also we need to get our children involved in these initiatives when they are young. And this is something that should be inculcated in every household. So join Awqaf in our initiative to plant 700 trees. You can donate, contribute at awqafsa.org.za for more information. You can call me on 079 507 1196 if you wish to volunteer, if you wish to contribute, earn Thawab Jariyah for as little as 350 Rand. Jazakallah, that's it from my side. And we thank you, INEX, for this opportunity to share information about Awqaf SA's Free Waqf campaign.
Afwan, Jazakallah so much, Mr. Hasnain, for taking out the time and really, sharing with the larger public around the beautiful work that Awqaf SA is doing and how they can also be a part to also, benefit and get some reward from it. Jazakallah so much for joining us.
Wa alaikum salam.
Viewers at home, that was Mr. Hasnain Abdullah, who is the marketing and project manager at Awqaf SA, letting us know in terms of how you can also be part of the planting of 700 fruit trees and what it would mean not only for you in this world, but also certainly for the akhirah. But viewers at home, that's where we close it off for now. Let's head over to a net break. We'll see you just after this.